the fire. I am burning brighter, roaring like a storm. And I am the one.
Phoenix Nation. We're back. How you doing? What's going on? I am once again joined by my illustrious and gorgeous partner, Choco.
Quick.
Wait. Why is this always not working? Damn it.
Yeah.
Delayed
chocobo.
Delayed chocobo dance. It's fine. I don't know why every single time after I haven't podcasted with you in person in a while, for some reason I just lose all of my ability to do anything. I have no idea why that happens.
I don't know.
But whatever. It's fine. But we are once again, you guys heard her lovely voice on our last episode.
Oh my God, it's lovely.
It's so lovely.
Oh my goodness.
It's so lovely. You heard her voice on our last podcast, Mad About Makeup. Just Liz has returned. Yay! We love it.
Yay.
I mean, yeah. Yay! You're back. Hi, Snickers.
Snickers is enjoying the wires right now.
Yes, because for once, we are not in the chocobo nest. We are actually in the Phoenix nest, which is great. Which is, I mean, unfortunately, when you're in the Phoenix nest, you have podcast cats who think they're part of the show.
Yep.
Snickers.
They are.
They are, though.
They are. They're
They
definitely
are,
a
though.
part of the show.
They think they're the main character in this story role. It's fine.
Yep.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, if you enjoyed our quote-unquote hen fest in Mad About Makeup, we're back for another one. Gird your loins. Because, hey, guess what? This one is not technically female or female identifying exclusive.
Yeah.
Because even Mad About Makeup wasn't.
No. Yeah,
We're definitely going to have
covered
to
a lot.
come back to that one because there was so much more makeup that I did not talk about.
Oh, we'll definitely
And
do a part 2.
And when I went home, I said, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why didn't I speak about this and this is that? Whatever, but that's not what we're talking about today.
No, but we
All
can
right.
definitely do a part 2 in the
Yes.
future.
Okay, good.
Because it's true. We didn't really get to a lot of the topics we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more like a brief overview.
It was. I mean, it was a hen fest. It was the definition of a hen fest because we were just sitting here going, "Baka!"
Quick.
That was our angry bird. That was our angry bird because I don't care what anybody says. Dinosaurs evolved into birds. Deal with it. They are not lizards and alligators. They were a different offshoot. Do your research.
T-Rexes are chickens.
They are. You're going to sit there and have you ever seen an emu? An emo. Emo. All right.
An emu, that's a part of emo.
Dude, emos are like 6 or 7 feet tall.
You ever see a
and just-
cassowary, though? They're great. Those are nuts.
Emotional damage.
Like, I was watching, so again, sidebar, Netflix has the Animals series back for season 2. And I watched the bird episode the
I'm
other
going to have to
day.
watch that when I get home.
Oh, it's so good.
After Bridgerton.
After Bridgerton.
I'm not done with it yet.
Do not say anything about season 2.
No, I'm not.
We haven't started anything yet.
I have a very gay crush on the new female, but that's it. That's all I will say.
All I'm saying is that Duke can get it. Oh, yes. I'm going to get in his pants.
Yeah, so they had a lot of creepy birds on that Netflix show.
Okay. Thank you for bringing me back because I was just thinking about the Duke's butt and I was like,
Let's bring her back to feathers.
I mean, we can put feathers on that booty. Hello.
Make him a giant chicken.
I mean, I don't see why not.
I'm just picturing like Big Bird, but like the Duke wearing Big Bird's outfit is weird.
You know what? I'm done.
That's where my mind went.
We're so getting off topic of what we're really here to talk about.
No. Why? Bro, because now my head is just seeing him in Big Bird stockings. Why?
Well, today we're talking about clothing.
I mean, it does work with the topic. Oh my god. My brain? Okay, anyways, Netflix. Yes, please watch Bridgerton season 2 and talk to us about it on our social media pages, which can be found on everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're everywhere. Just what?
I'm gonna draw that now. Send it to you.
Emotional damage.
I'm gonna throw a chancla at your head.
You're gonna get like a message at like 3 a.m. in the morning. Be like, what the hell is this?
The problem is my phone goes into do not disturb mode at 2:30, so I'm gonna wake up to that.
Even better.
It's better than coffee.
I'm gonna do it when I get home.
If you were in the studio right now,
We'll
you
post
would
it on
see,
Instagram.
you would see the look that I am shooting Choco right now.
This is why we should have a video camera.
We will
Eventually for the podcast.
Eventually, they will see the antics on YouTube on our Phoenix Gate YouTube because that does exist, people. But Netflix Animals, they had a whole thing on birds. Mm-hmm. And I was laughing hysterically because Anthony Mackie actually is the narrator.
Oh no! Why?
He did really good.
Okay,
but I was laughing because who does Anthony Mackie play in the Marvel universe? He plays Falcon.
Oh, yeah.
I could just picture him.
How are you narrating
about birds? And they were mostly talking about eagles, falcons, owls, vultures.
That's why they got him.
Yeah, but they started talking about a bird called the secretary bird.
I love that
leggy bird.
Leggy bird.
That's my favorite bird. It really is.
Did you know
they
that
stomp
bird
on snakes to death?
Snake. Yes.
Did you know they did a whole thing about that bird? Mm-hmm. That bird is the size of a 7-year-old child.
Yes, I know.
Do you know about the bird bigger than that one though?
Cassowaries.
No. The heck is it called? Hold on. I might have to look it up. We'll come back to this because it's going to take me a few minutes. But there's like this giant bird that looks like the birds from Skyward Sword, Zelda. Like they're based off a real bird. The loftwings.
Are you kidding me?
It's a real bird. Hold on. I'm going to show you the picture and you're going to say this is terrifying.
Nope.
I don't want it.
They're based off of shoe bills.
What
They're scary.
Anyways, oh wait, are they the ones that constantly look super angry, like they're gonna just destroy you?
Yeah, they are.
These birds are the definition of if looks can kill.
These guys.
Ah!
Nope, that's a real bird.
That's a puppet.
No,
That's a real bird.
That's
No.
a Muppet.
No.
That's a Muppet. That's a Muppet.
No.
That was Jim Henson was like experimenting one day, and then he turned that real, and then out came that.
'Cause he was
that's
a wizard.
Muppet. That's a motherfucking Muppet. I don't care what anybody says. That's a Muppet.
No. That bird is.
They're actually incredibly kind to people, apparently.
Yeah, but the secretary bird isn't.
No.
That bird apparently has the force in one of its kicks is of about 44 psi.
That's why I like that bird.
Right, because if it kicks you in the knee, it's literally going to bend your knee backwards.
Can you imagine it playing soccer?
And it is so fast. Its kick is so fast, you can't even catch it. Like you can't.
It's like the mantis shrimp of birds.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like the
But
mantis
it's
shrimp.
so pretty.
and it can fly.
So is the mantis shrimp. Have you seen that thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
That thing's
With the
claws.
big.
Its little like front claws go so fast it actually heats up the water around it.
Yes.
God damn.
Like you
didn't
can't
know
keep
about
it in aquariums. That's why you never see them at like any kind of aquariums. You can't physically keep them because they will get out of tanks and kill everything. Like they're so horrible.
I don't think so.
Anyway,
I don't think that's adorable. I think you and I have very, very different definitions of adorable.
well, they're pretty though. They look like little gem shrimps.
All right, that's fair. That's
Chucky
fair.
is adorable to me. Okay.
What? It's true. Squirtle's chunky.
I said Chucky.
Oh, Chucky.
The doll.
Like the doll?
The doll. I love Chucky. That's my child. That's why. have kids.
I feel like Jade is second guessing this podcast right now.
I'm not second guessing the podcast. I'm second guessing my friendships. Jesus.
God damn.
What is wrong with my friends? Oh, wait. I know. They're friends with me. Oops.
You forget how much I love horror movies. Like I
didn't
puts
forget.
me to sleep.
I don't
horror
forget.
movies.
I just think that the good guy dolls are psychotic looking. Which, I'm sorry. I love horror just as much as the next horror bitch, but not Chucky.
I love Chucky. I really, really do.
No. That's probably the only one that actually freaked me out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That is the only series that can actually get me to jump. The only one.
From like classics? Or
Any
just in
of
general?
them.
Oh, okay.
I am ridiculously immune to horror films where I've burst out hysterical laughing in theaters during horror films where people are screaming.
Oh, yeah, no, I just don't even watch them.
I'm the worst person to watch a horror movie with because I just break down the whole makeup.
Yeah.
The whole thing of makeup. I'm just wait, well, you know what they used was a little bit of this melting latex
And
and
can
then-
achieve that look if you get it with some you can use frosted flakes for that with just a little bit of liquid latex. And then if you take a crushed up tissue, you can make scars.
fuck you for knowing me so well, okay?
Can confirm.
I think we should, maybe around October, we'll do a Halloween makeup podcast.
Oh, I would love that.
I would love
Horror
that
makeup.
too.
Horror makeup.
Because it is
podcast.
very different to do horror makeup than it is to do a normal cosplay makeup.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And it's considered FX makeup.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's considered FX, but whatever. So, I mean, I totally lost track of everything.
I'm trying to
Chucky.
think of a good way to like segue into what we're supposed to be
Listen,
talking about.
I'm like,
I
in the
mean,
back
you
of
know,
my head,
I'm
I'm just like,
fine
how
with-
are we
you know what?
supposed
The
to get into
costumes
that
on
subject?
Bridgerton season 2 are great.
Nothing for you.
I'm trying to bring it to close.
But we told you to say nothing.
Well,
They
no,
look
costumes is
exactly like the
okay.
first season.
We can talk about costumes because costumes kind of go into what we're about to speak about.
That is
Bing,
true
bang.
because
You see?
We got Penelope in it. You know, Penelope. She's in season 1. Penelope.
I know Penelope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Penelope Featherton.
Yeah, and how everyone like ignores her.
Because she's fat,
Yeah.
which is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Which is funny because also, if you ever did watch Bridgerton, it is a period show. It is a, what
It's like a fantasy period.
fantasy colonial, like, is it?
It doesn't have a set time period because
It
they're
seems
all
Victorian.
it's supposed to be Regency, but it's like 4 different time periods at once.
well, it says
which
King George.
No, I know, but it's a fantasy realm because believe me, I've looked at the costumes and it is 4 different eras of costuming in that show. The show's costuming, while they look beautiful, is all over the fucking place and it bothers me. It historically bothers me. That's why I don't view it as a historic, like a historical romance. It's a fantasy romance.
I
'Cause
mean,
it's all
then
over the place.
Then again, so is like Anne of Green Gables. But
Yeah.
I want to read, like, or Pride and Prejudice. Like,
That one's just straight Regency, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well,
Whatever.
but either way, the costuming in that was gorgeous. And even if you've never seen the show, in the very first episode, they have a scene where one of the girls is being laced up into a corset.
Daphne. Yeah.
Daphne. And while Daphne did not look like a big woman, the mother of that show, who was a bigger woman, is insisting on cinching her so tight she could not breathe
Yeah.
to achieve a certain type of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why we are talking about it today, because we are going to be talking about the fashion industry and the fat phobia that it creates in everyone. Mostly women,
Yes.
but everyone. Men are affected by it too.
Oh, definitely.
Men are definitely affected by it
Definitely.
too. Snickers wants in your lap, so you
Come on, baby girl.
like
Come on, baby girl.
she wants that. So we should start off with the actual definition of what fat phobia is. So Urban Dictionary is stupid, and I do not support Urban Dictionary because it It is the worst. But now here's the thing about fat phobia. Now people sometimes try to say that fat phobia is not a real word, that it was made up. It is not. It literally has the word phobia after it. So the problem is that it is an actual fear. It is a phobia. It is a documented phobia. It is not probably the correct Latin term for it, but I'm going to dig that up for you. So, yeah.
So,
Fatphobia is so,
Yeah, I don't. You know, I did good in Latin. I can't think of what that would translate to in Latin, though.
I can tell you.
I don't know.
But, like, here's the thing is fatphobia is not just in fashion. It's everywhere. It's in the medical industry, especially.
oh,
Yeah.
Speak of you. Go ahead. Lay it out, girlfriend.
listen.
Preach. Say it on high.
I don't even know where to begin
Emotional
when it comes to fat phobia in the medical industry because it is emotional damage. It is. That's what it is because they will sit there and they will make you feel like you are morbidly obese when you aren't.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Tell you to go on some
Crazy
diet
diet,
plan.
yeah.
If it's not the diet plan, they will ask you to go on like I'll give you a perfect example. Before I got my knee replacement surgeries done, my doctor offered to give me the weight loss surgery.
Yep.
Okay. Now, if you look at me, you don't think I need the weight loss surgery because I know I'm plus size, but I'm not
Obese.
exactly. So he was getting it into my head to get this done. Me, I'm a Googler. I Google the fuck out of everything.
She does.
Okay. And I went on Google and I looked at statistics about women who have gotten this surgery done versus men who have gotten this surgery done.
Yep.
And when it comes to the suicide rate, it's ridiculously high for women and is not as high for men.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. And when I went back to him and I spoke to him about this, he goes, "Oh, no, you're not going to have that problem." I was just like, what do you mean I'm not going to have that problem? You already know that I have body issues. You're telling me to go on this weight loss journey. You want to cut corners and you want me to get this surgery done. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
I need for you to really sell me on this surgery if you want me to get it done. And he goes, well,
And did he want you to do the gastric sleeve or the bariatric surgery? Like
the one where
full
he cuts half of my stomach off?
That's the sleeve. So he
Okay.
didn't want you to have a full bypass surgery? Because bypass is where they literally just bypass the stomach altogether and go directly into your small intestine.
That's the one he wanted me to do.
That's bypass surgery.
That's the one he wanted me to do.
right, because gastric sleeve is a little different, where they go in and they cut out 80% of your stomach. I got that done.
Yeah, no.
I have that surgery. And the only reason I got it is because I broke my spine and was unable to move the way that I used to. And the doctor saw the significant amount of weight gain that I got because I also suffer from polycystic ovarian syndrome, which
Emotional damage.
it makes me gain weight. It makes me keep weight on because my body is a diabetic without being a diabetic. But because I gained so much weight, it was actually becoming diabetic. So because of that, I had to get the surgery or I was going to get sick. That's the only reason why I did it. And everybody's like, oh, so how much weight have you lost? Altogether or period?
Yeah.
Altogether, over 125 pounds since I started the journey, because you have to do 6 months, according to your insurance, of weight loss. Monitored weight loss. You cannot gain, you can only lose, or you don't go down at all. They want you to go down as much as you can before you have the surgery. Before I had the surgery, I managed to drop 25 pounds.
Good grade. Okay.
You guys don't realize that before the surgery, I was close to 350 pounds. The only reason nobody knew I was that big was because I'm tall. So I held it well. But I was close. I was thinking my heaviest weight, I was 334 pounds. Before my surgery, I managed to seesaw a little bit. And this is before my spinal surgery, too, because I had my spinal surgery and then I had my gastric sleeve. So what had happened was I managed to drop down from the three and change range down to about 290. Right before the surgery, I managed to drop another 20 pounds, and I went in on my surgery day at 271. Since that surgery, which happened in 2018, that was 4 years ago I've had this surgery, I'm still not under 200 pounds. To this, yes, I'm obese. Leave me alone. All right, I'm not obese. I'm considered mid-size now. But before the pandemic, I was at my lowest that I've been in years. The lowest I've ever been was in the academy for the FDNY. And that was, I clocked in at 171. And I still had a bit of a tummy at 171. But I looked nice. I looked good. What can I say?
I mean, you still look good, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate But that was with me literally being in basically a boot camp for 5 days a week every day for 3 months straight. Okay, and we were running 3 miles every single day. And I still couldn't get down to what the doctors wanted me to be, which is 130 pounds.
Which is less than what I weigh.
Which, with your height?
With my height, they say that my weight should be 130 to 135 pounds.
That's smaller than my weight.
Yeah. So the lowest I got was before the pandemic when I was working out pretty hardcore. And that was at 205. Pandemic happened. Now I'm back up to about 220. I gained 15 pounds. Big work. I'm working it back off again, and it is starting to work, you know? And I don't look fat.
No, you don't.
I have a tummy.
No. Yep.
But this is what I'm saying. To piggyback off of you, having that surgery would not have guaranteed you lost weight.
That's not only it. It's the amount of flab that was going to happen after I lose the weight.
Right, especially because you were getting bariatric. You would have dropped, and it wouldn't have been healthy.
And then when I'm speaking to him about this, he's like, oh, you're not going to have that problem. You're just going to snap real quick. And I'm looking at him like, no, the fuck I'm not.
That's like, almost everyone gets that issue when they have that.
Exactly. Like when you lost a lot of that weight so quickly.
Yeah, of course the skin's going to flap. Yeah.
Exactly. And I was very worried about that because I'm extremely bottom heavy. Okay. And the amount of weight that he wanted me to lose, it was a little scary. Because I'm just like, because I was 245.
Yeah.
245 before I got my knee replacement surgery. Okay. After I got the knee replacement surgery, I started being more active, obviously, because
you were able to walk.
I'm able to walk. Before then, I was not able to walk. For 5 years, I was not really able to walk.
That's just true. I was there for it.
Okay. And then you count in those 5 years of me not being able to walk, me pretty much damn near close to becoming an alcoholic, all that weight that was gained during that time, plus depression. Yep. I was just like a walking, billboard for them? For like, oh, I can get her to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah.
Because all we need her to do is lose some weight and make some money off of her.
I have a love-hate with medical doctors myself. Because I have my issues, I've still have never been diagnosed properly. We think we know what I have.
Wonderful when that happens.
But yeah, right. But I've always had issues like getting doctors to believe me with stuff. Because a lot of my stuff is like, there's no like, you don't see what's bothering me. It's how I'm feeling. But no, pre-pandemic, I got a new insurance and I went to go get a new doctor. Okay. And this pre-pandemic was probably my most fit because I was like going to the gym regularly and I was lifting and throwing tires. Like I was fit.
Damn.
She was sick.
Yeah. I actually had like arm definition. It was great. I went to the doctor and she's like, You're obese. And I was like, first of all, excuse me. It was a female doctor, so I was even more upset. I was like, I'm thinner than you. This is muscle. And she's like, no, you're overweight. And I'm like, this is muscle. Do you want me to lift you and prove to you that this is muscle? What are you talking about?
I mean, you guys.
You know what's crazy about with you is that your female doctor was telling you that you were obese.
Yeah.
When I changed from my male doctor to a female doctor, she was just like, okay, we're not going to listen to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
needless to say, I didn't keep this doctor.
Obviously.
So obviously. But I was like, never coming back to you again.
I think I remember you telling me about
because I was so upset. I was like,
She called me up crying.
Yeah,
think
I
that
would fucking
day.
be crying too if I'm sitting there and working the fuck out every single damn day.
I
and
told
I'm
her,
looking at my
like-
muscle definition like, God damn, I look good. And this fucking doctor tells me that I'm morbidly obese. Bitch, you want me to show you what these guns can do?
Yeah, because I think at the
Throw
time,
you out the window.
I think at the time I was like 140 and I'm 5 foot, but it was 140 of muscle.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't like, I didn't have 6 packs or anything like that. It wasn't like high definition.
And I can
but
guarantee
it
she
was,
wasn't even paying attention to looking at you. She's just looking at the numbers on the scale.
no, yeah, I was
Well,
like,
without a
I was-
doubt.
No, and that's why, because I think I went on a rant with you. I was like, I hate how the doctor is looking at my weight, being a medical professional, not thinking to put into like BMI and actually consider the BMI of
BMI is an
myself.
antiquated system, and it actually does not belong in anything to
Yeah.
do with anything. I've talked to plenty, including Jenna, who is my trainer now,
Yeah.
who is working me out to get me to lose weight and still save my back and not hurt me because of my injury.
Yeah.
She says that BMI is an outdated practice
Yeah, it is.
that they deliberately created in the 50s to keep women a certain size.
Well,
not
it's
only-
around
it's-
it's around the time when they did the sizing, when they started to change clothing sizing
Yep.
too.
Yep.
It's around the same time for that.
It is. But also the funny thing is, people don't seem to realize this. Do you want to know who is a famous plus size person?
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. The
my
sexiest woman alive.
Yeah, she
or,
was
well,
an
at the time. But still, the sexiest woman apparently to ever live. The baseline for 90% of the sex symbols that we have today, that woman had a tummy.
yeah.
She was a size 12.
Oh no, she was a little bigger than me then.
She was a
But
size 12,
her
but
12 though I think is like a 8 or 6.
then her 12
now.
is an 8 now.
Okay, so yeah, then she's like my size ish. Oh, I'm a tiny bit smaller, not much. I'm like
I
a
think she
6'8".
was 5'3".
No, like my dress size is like 6'8", depending on the
Style.
the clothing brand, because they like to
That's
change
another
the
part.
which is what I was talking about with the clothing sizes. So in the 40s, 50s, they when they started having like all the like a lot of women started buying clothing from like catalogs and department stores and everything.
Thanks, Macy's.
Yeah, they had to figure out sizing, because you couldn't like just give them your measurements and they were going to make it for you. You
Well,
had
they
to pick
did
a
up until the
size.
40s.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
had to like
exactly.
pick a size to fit. So they started they started making like sizes, like in general sizes. But the thing is, some companies figured out if they kept the same size measurements for these measurements, but made the number smaller, women would go to them to buy clothes more, because they'd feel more conscious, like they'd feel happier going to that store because they'd be a smaller size at that store. So like this is how we got women's sizes. This is true.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
true.
and Old Navy does this, which is why I hate them.
I was wondering how come my butt went to like a 22.
Emotional,
Yeah,
And it was like a
damn it.
16.
Yeah.
Like maybe a couple of months before that.
So some stores were like, oh, so an 8 in this store is actually the measurements for maybe a size 4 or 6 in another store. It's the same measurements, but they change the numbers in how they do their sizing chart, so that you're more likely to go to store B because you're a smaller size. You're a 4 there as opposed to a size 8 in a.
They
in
still
store
do it.
A.
oh.
To this day, that practice
they
is
do.
still.
The
if
thing
you,
is,
you pick
though-
up any jeans from different
Yeah.
department stores or different chains in an Express jeans, I'm a 18 or 16, or hell, sometimes if I can, a 14.
Yeah. That's why I can. There's some stores where I still fit into like.
I think one of the podcast cats decided to leave us a present.
Shit.
Yeah, quite literally. Sorry.
Like, I think there's some stores where I'm still a 4, which I haven't been for like a couple of years now, but most now I'm like a 6'8", 8 depending on if it's like a tighter brand.
I've gotten to the point where I just wear leggings now.
Yeah, no, I like leggings because of that. But the thing is, when they did this, they only did this to women's sizes. They didn't do this to men.
Of course
men,
they
they kept the sizes because they were like, the guys are gonna just buy the clothes anyway.
Yeah.
Like, we don't care. We're trying to sell to women. They're our market. We want to make them, like we want their money more.
Yeah,
so
of course, 'cause
that's what they started to do.
Because they know with men, a man can literally have like maybe 3 or 4 pair of slacks.
Yeah, and he's good.
And he's good for the rest of the goddamn year. As
Yeah.
opposed to a woman, I need like
Jay just walked by and she's like, he's good for the rest of his goddamn life.
Exactly. Meanwhile, us, you know, I'll go to like since we're talking about Old Navy, I'll go to Old Navy, buy me like a pair of jeans, and within a month or two, I have to buy another pair of jeans.
Well, the other
You know what
thing
I'm
with
saying?
that,
And
the other thing with that too is the quality.
Oh my god, the quality.
That's
is the worst.
that's a fast fashion topic though, but like the quality
It's the worst.
of materials has gone down
my
because
goodness.
they're combining the materials where it used to be more of like, you know, like 100% cotton stuff.
Yeah.
It's more synthetic now, and because the clothing is more synthetic, it wears out so much faster.
Oh, listen.
Like I bought new pants recently, and I you know, like I'm thick in the thighs. I get thigh rub no matter what. I have never had a thigh gap in a day in my life. I don't even think as a baby. And
You had, what was it? Turkey drums? That's what my mother used to call my legs. They were little turkey drums.
Aw.
Oh my goodness,
But, like,
they were so chunky.
I bought pants recently. I think I might have had these pants for these are jeans. All I do is wear them to work. So I'm like sitting all day at my office desk. I think I've had these jeans for 2 months now. They already are starting to like tear in the thigh. I was like, what the fuck?
In the crotch.
Yeah, no, like right here. They were they're
right here.
tearing, and I'm like, I might have worn these 4 times now.
I believe it. I
That's-
believe it.
that's
why I don't wear
insane.
jeans. That's exactly why I don't wear jeans.
Yeah,
The amount, by the time I get from my house to work to back, and this will be like maybe in a matter of 2 weeks,
yeah.
gone. The thigh rub
It's real.
it's like,
That's why I
that's
don't
it.
wear shorts.
No, it's
I can't.
I can't.
I don't. Like
I
the
get
summer.
rashes
Yeah.
from the thigh rub, and I do have a small thigh gap. Not huge, but I have a little one, and I still.
Yep.
As I walk, and it's like
It's like sandpaper.
not even just that. It's like, bitch, I can start a fire. Like,
You can prevent forest fires.
But yeah, no. So that's why we have the sizing we have today is because of back then they were like, oh, we want more money out of women. Let's just fuck up the size.
and unfortunately, I do believe that is part of when we got fat phobia. We did. Because think about it. We were expected to fit into these sizes. And we were expected to maintain staying in those sizes.
I think it's more along the lines of when the fashion industry, and I'm gonna say like maybe the 70s.
I would say 60s because the
60s,
mod
right?
mod
'Cause
fashion.
that's when
It's
Mod
mod
fashion.
when
Yeah.
they got like turned into basically a hanger. You're basically you're to basically
You
be a
could
hanger
you could
for
say
these
that
clothes.
the 20s too a little bit.
20s too, right?
Because
Well-
but the thing is though, back
What, flapper fashion?
yeah, the thing is though with
but
that, it was more because, you know,
Rebelling.
rebellion, but also like they weren't eating the way we were either.
They couldn't. It was a
So-
fucking depression in
No,
the
that's
30s.
what, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like that,
But their dresses were a lot looser back then,
yeah,
and it wasn't like as form fitting as it is now.
Bodycon has become the bane of our existence.
I hate bodycon dress.
Ugh. So technically, like, we're sitting here talking about this stuff, but fat phobia is actually defined as the fear, dislike, and stigmatization. I can talk of fat bodies. Well, a lot of people say that fat phobia is not a word. So when you go to sites like urbandictionary.com, as I mentioned earlier, they have several definitions for fat phobia on there. The genuine psychological fear that you will be devoured by a fat person in a bout of hunger, crushed underneath their mass, starved when they take all of your food, or various other gruesome deaths associated with obesity.
That's fucking disturbing.
That's also some people's fetish.
It is. Fat phobia.
I just realized, re-listening to this, I'm like, that's some people's fetishes.
Yeah. But here's the other thing, another definition they have on here, and obviously these are submitted by people,
Yeah.
not actual Webster's dictionary kind of shit. Fat phobia is a phobia in which overweight people will call you out for not liking fat people. Also, a word used as an excuse to not go to the gym and continue to eat junk food. Bitch!
Let me eat my munchies.
That's not fatphobia.
Right? Like they have another one here that says it's not a word, period. No more words to be said. Do I need to explain myself? Answer, no. So whoever thinks it's a word needs to touch some grass or see some sunlight.
What?
Really?
Wow.
Someone was mad that day.
Wow.
Fat
was in
phobia
a
is not a
mood.
word, and here it is used in the conversation involving an idiot. Chad, hey, if you can't find the right size bath towel, it's okay, just stitch two together or something. Cheryl, what? You want me to take 5 minutes of my life to do that? That is very fat phobic, and I'm reporting this brand and you to the police, and I'm thinking about suing both of you. Now go fuck yourself. Chad, whoa, chill, Karen. It's okay, just get a life and it'll be all better. And this was posted by, of course, a man. His username is Culture of Man. I quit. The intense fear or dislike of fat, becoming fat, or fat bodies. A word referring to the way fat people, especially fat women, are shamed, treated as lesser, or refused medical testing and treatment until they lose weight. That's real.
That is extremely real.
Yep. That is literally how Urban Dictionary defines fat phobia. Fat phobia has been submitted to Webster's Dictionary to become an actual defined word. But the problem with this thing is you could see from the way that these people are putting in their quote unquote definitions how it blatantly sits there and says, well, if you're fat, change your diet, change your ways, change who you are, change how you are. If you lose the weight, you'll be happy and nobody will make fun of you.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true at all.
That is not true.
No, it is not. It's while it is true that obesity is linked to a higher risk of conditions such as type 2 diabetes, stroke, and sleep apnea, being underweight comes with its own host of health risks, including anemia, osteoporosis, malnutrition, and weaker immune function. Why are fat people the only people that are shamed for being fat? Why?
Well, if you're too thin,
if I
shamed
knew.
for being too thin as well.
I've
Do
heard.
that, yeah, because my sister, she's
Yup.
a very thin young lady, right? And she gets shamed for being that thin. And if you look at her, you're just like, okay, she's a little on the skinny side, but she's not, you know,
Sickly.
she's not Kate Moss skinny. Okay?
Oh,
You want to laugh. You want to laugh. Just laugh.
no,
Mitch.
because immediately I thought of the freaking Family Guy episode with
Oh, is that the one where she like floats away in the wind or
like,
something?
oh, crack in the floor.
yeah.
Oh, someone left a window open.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah,
Bye.
that's that part.
And then my
Where
sister-
Chris
my sister-
becomes Crystal Bell in New York City. That's why I'm sitting here and my brain just went beep.
Family Guy.
It started playing the actual episode in my head because ADHD does that. That's what we do.
But that's.
But
for
the
her,
answer- no.
she gets shamed for being skinny.
The answer lies in our beauty standards.
Yep.
We have 3 absolutely gorgeous women sitting in the studio today, kids, sitting in the nest. And I'm not just hyping us up because it's us. We actually have been constantly complimented by both genders and all genders, I should say, because we are an inclusive podcast, as being attractive. Not a single one of us looks our actual age. And no, I'm not telling you what they are.
Bitch, I'm proud of my age. I'm 40 years old. I look like I'm 21. No, I'm lying. I don't look like I'm 21. But
No,
I
you
do
look like you're in your 20s.
You look like you're in your 20s. Yeah.
Oh, bitch!
All right, fine. If we're doing this, I just turned 37.
I'm turning 31.
That's the crown.
But I'm not like, it's not like I'm like, I'm turning 22. It's like, no, I'm in my 30s too. So.
Yeah, but like, whenever I tell somebody my age, they actually force me to give them my driver's license because they do not believe that I am above the age of 25. So, suck my dick. You know, and you do not look like you're turning 31. You still look like you're in your early 20s.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes,
like,
very
you've
much
gotten
you do.
carded so many times at
I
the
know.
bar because people thought you were a child.
It doesn't help that I kind of also dress like one, though, on the daily. I have the worst fashion sense. For someone who loves fashion and clothing, I don't dress like it. Me walking up to the bar with my overalls on.
Overalls can be sexy.
Yo, I have so many overalls though.
She does.
I have
She's-
so many overalls. They come out more in the spring and summer.
Oh my goodness.
You'll see them.
She will. Now, like the problem with this is with our beauty standards, it actually creates something called a normative discontent. And that is defined as the normalization of being unhappy with your physical appearance. Yes. And that has happened even more so with the advent of social media.
Social media is the bane
Social
of
media
existence.
with
Snapchat filters.
advertising.
Filters is a whole other discussion. Oh my god.
I can't.
Oh my god, the filters are the bane of my motherfucking existence as a makeup artist. I cannot stand fucking.
Can you make me look like a filter? No,
Can you
because it changed your face shape entirely to
I
someone
can't
else's
rearrange
face.
the bones in your face, Karen.
I mean, I can.
But you're not gonna like
but
it.
to only
Exactly.
this extent. Like,
I can rearrange your face if you want me to. But, you know, you can't tell nobody because I'm going to go to jail.
Duh and or hello.
Hello?
Like, but this is something that is becoming rampant in Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. You know, I mean, and unfortunately now, what do we have? Alpha generation. That's like the Gen Z. Kids.
are we making shit up at this point?
I think we are.
No, I do actually. Think
I know.
that's
I
what
think
they're-
I've heard that.
the
of
kids.
that.
Alpha?
They're called Alpha generation.
Alpha.
They're like the millennial kids. They're
kid-
the kids of the millennials.
Wait, I think un momento because I need to fucking find this.
I,
Did she just say alpha? How are you an alpha?
I think you're known as Gen
you're-
Alpha if you are the child of a
doesn't-
millennial.
I get what you're saying though, because it doesn't make sense that it would be alpha as the like what it would be called.
Probably because if we were,
Holy fucking shit.
I'm right, aren't I? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not that stupid.
Oh no, I wasn't
I just
calling
look
you stupid.
stupid.
It's just a dumb name.
I was just exact. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a dumb
Thank
name.
You.
No, do you want to
Thank
know
you.
why they did that?
Why?
Because think about it. I mean, honestly, if you go with the whole stupidity of putting us into generational categories anyway,
Oh, because of the first. What is it?
they have the greatest generation, which is obviously the people that are mostly dead now. Our grandparents and our great grandparents are considered the greatest generation because they're the ones that went through World War One. Blah, you know, blah 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 blah, whatever. Then you have the boomers, which is most of our parents.
Yeah.
Our parents are considered boomers. Then you have Liz's generation, which is known as Gen X.
Yeah.
We're the ones who are going outside.
Yes,
And we were able to go outside. You sat on the rusty ass fucking swing and you just
You got tetanus and
got
you dealt with
tetanus
it.
and you dealt with it.
You drank out of the hose.
What?
Which is why my little micro generation is actually called a zennial.
A zennial.
I'm
Okay.
not quite Gen X, but I'm not quite a millennial.
Am I just the cutoff of that?
You are a millennial. I hate that. But you're a young, you're actually
I
where
fucking hate that. Every time I say fucking millennial, Scott's like, you're one of them. And I'm like, shut up.
so is he.
I know. But I'm like, shut the fuck up. How dare you curse me
to
like
be a part
that?
of that.
No,
refuse.
no. I'm actually proud to be a exennial because I'm saying there's actually two micro generations in millennials. You have the exennial, which is me, exennial, and then you have the zennial, which is the zennial.
I think that might be
That
me.
might be you.
Yeah.
You're a zennial because you're not quite Gen Z, but you're not quite a millennial.
Yeah, because I'm like very much in the middle. I very much hardly act like a millennial. I feel
Which is
like.
hysterical because in fashion, do you know that the gap in that is ginormous?
I know.
So
I think it's the biggest gap is millennial gap, right? Or something. It's one of the bigger ones.
we're actually one of the bigger generations. Actually, I
Yeah.
think millennials are the ones that actually rival boomers.
Yeah.
In size.
Yeah.
We because boomers had a lot of kids. Okay.
Which is why we have no money now.
Not even gonna go there.
No money, no space.
Not even gonna go there.
Just
I was just brought into this world and now I have to suffer.
Like, how dare you? I didn't ask to be
I didn't ask
born.
them in here.
So here's the thing.
Grateful.
Here's
So
the thing.
grateful for what? To be here when I didn't ask to be here. I'm sorry. I had a
It's
flashback
fine.
of an argument that I had with my mother.
No, you're good.
PTSD. I unlocked like a bad memory with my words.
You're good.
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Emotional damage.
So
Facts.
basically, casting in media is subliminally problematic in its exclusion and tokenization of bigger bodies. No industry fat shames its patrons as overtly as fashion does.
Yeah.
And as we were talking about it, think about it. Gen X fashion was very much, post-hippie, but still kind of like out in the streets kind of deal. So you
This
had
is like 80s, right?
70s,
70s,
late
80s?
70s, early 80s.
Okay.
But remember, this is
I'm
why
so bad with the name. So just if you go by decades, I will know the fashion you're talking about better. I'm so bad with the name.
Gen X started in 1965 and ended in 1977 or
Okay.
8. No. Gen X's cutoff is 1980. Sorry.
Okay. I like this fashion.
So
I
you're
like
going
70s.
from 1965, which obviously is the beginning of the hippie generation.
Yeah.
So Vietnam fashion.
But you still have some mod in there.
You do still have some mod.
Yeah. That was a weird generation of clothing.
That was a weird generation of clothing. Then you have the 70s.
Yeah.
Disco.
70s went a little bit. I feel like 70s was actually a bit more freeing with the clothing than the 60s.
Well,
Because
think about
it was 60s had so many different things going on
Well-
that made it like kind of crazy.
Right. But the 70s had even more so. Because remember, we're talking about the advent of punk.
Yeah.
We're talking about the advent of disco. Well, we're talking about like the
Some of my favorite hairstyles.
hairstyle. We're still dealing with like the leftover flower children in the beginning of the 70s. We're dealing with all like, the big Black Power movement and Martin Luther King. And so you have activism wear, then you have active wear for them. So the styles were, what's the right word I'm looking for here? Urban,
Yeah.
but not ghetto. If that's the right way I could say 70s style fashion, because you either had
I would just say urban.
I would say urban, but not ghetto, because in that, like, ghetto to me is like new rock. I don't fucking know. Like, that's something that I'm gonna see everybody wearing in the hood, not necessarily period.
I just say it's diverse.
Yeah, it was very diverse in the 70s,
Yeah.
but size was an issue. I remember my mother telling me that girls had to be sewn into their jeans because they were forced to be a certain size.
Yeah, my mom was always the bigger one of her and her sister. But the thing is, my grandma, knew how to sew. So like she would like make stuff for them all the time. But no, she you ever watch My Big Fat Greek Wedding? Like
Of
Yeah,
course!
how she was made fun of. Like that was my mom growing up. She was that same girl because she didn't fit the mold of like like the blonde and like skinny
Emotional
girls going to
damage.
school and everything. She
Yeah.
didn't fit that mold.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
So, like, that's where we had that. And then you go into the 80s, which is like the advent of
Neon.
and existentialism. Like, you had business wear. All of a sudden, people were so, and your image in the 80s was everything. Everything in the 80s. Shoulder pads. Like, whoever's watched him. Who's ever watched
notice-
American Psycho knows how much image meant in, like, certain circles.
I feel like 80s you could describe it as while previously things were a bit more feminine, 80s started getting more masculine in style as a whole.
As a whole.
As a whole.
Because that was also when women started. We started in the 70s. We
Well, yeah,
tried with
'cause,
the
like,
bra burning, but
A lot of clothes were more square cut to give you almost like, even as a female, you almost had a masculine
androgynous.
kind of look to you, which is why the shoulder pads were used. Yeah.
Yes. I definitely agree with you there. And then
90s, I feel like just kind of, they didn't know what the hell they were doing.
that's still my favorite. I'm not lying. 90s is still my favorite decade of fashion. Besides
I feel like
the 60s.
90s is the perfect in between because like we still had we had some of the 80s seeping in, but then we were trying to get towards millennial looking outfits. So like it was like a weird in between.
I mean, you're talking to a goth here, like two goths technically. So like we're definitely like we were the kids that were walking around in Jenko jeans,
I had
UFOs.
I had
UFOs.
bell bottoms and I had zipper pants. And do you remember the zipper pants?
I hated them.
I hated them too.
Or snaps.
And
Snap
what else
pants.
did I have? But then I also would like wear chokers, but like those plastic ones. You know what I'm talking about? The plastic chokers.
The BJ choker.
Yeah, it was like squiggles.
Yeah, the BJ
Yeah.
choker. The reason why we called it that is because we knew that if a girl wore that, she liked to give BJs.
Ah. I was probably like 6 wearing
What? You didn't know that?
No, bitch. No, that's when I was. Oh my god.
Well, you were, not that much older than me.
Yeah, but still, like, I was wondering why these motherfuckers would be.
Giving you the looks because you were wearing those chokers, right?
And meanwhile, I'm wearing them because I like to be.
Because you like to be pretty and cute.
Yeah,
I thought they were
that
cute.
part.
Right.
I was gonna say something.
And I
else.
had remember the beads? Remember the big thing was the
Oh,
bead
the-
bracelets? I still have mine.
Do you remember the big thing used to be like the ball chains? The ball chain necklaces that
I think I had one.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, I remember those.
Where we would hang our rings from it, like our class rings would be hanging from it, or
Oh, okay. No,
or
I didn't. I didn't do that.
the surfer hemp with the
Oh,
trippy mushrooms.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the shell bead.
Those
fucking
two
things.
puka shells.
Yeah, puka shells.
Puka shells.
Those were big.
I have those only because I wore them in a costume.
That's
That's
fine.
the only reason I own puka shells.
No, like you also got to understand that in the 80s and 90s, like
I'm crossing over.
there was a lot.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. 90s was a very much an in between. I feel like
It
didn't
is.
really have its own thing. It was just the in between.
All right.
Plus, also, they were trying to bring back bell bottoms and things like that.
Yeah, and I hated it.
I loved it.
Loved it.
As a short person, I hated it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
They
That's
were
what I was like,
awful.
when you're tall, they look amazing on you. When
Yeah.
you're short, you look even short.
Oh no, it did. It made me look like a midget. I would look like a midget. Like I'm not much taller
No.
than one already, so it really made me. I was a hobbit walking to school with my fucking backpack on the side backpacks,
I'm going on an adventure.
and my bell bottoms, and then like my shiny jacket.
I
that
mean,
would
yesterday
wear,
was
thinking I looked
Tolkien.
cool.
Yesterday was
I know.
Tolkien reading day,
I know,
so
I
that's an
didn't read
excellent
anything.
reference.
No, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I used to wear these, like, oh my, do you remember, like, the long jean skirts that were disgusting? So I would wear those, and then I'd wear, like, a clog shoe. And then I had this, like...
the clog
Yeah, that
shoes.
clog shoe. And then I had the side backpack, because the regular backpacks I hated. So I did the side. And then I had, like, one of those, like, shiny-ish jackets.
The metallic bubble jackets?
No, that... It was like an active wear kind of jacket, but like
the futuristic in sync kind of.
Was it the
Kind
members
of.
only jackets?
no, I didn't have any. It wasn't name brand. It was like from
No.
JCPenney. But like
No, but I'm talking about like the style of it.
I don't remember, but it was probably
Yes.
It was
maybe.
okay.
Yes.
But it was like
okay.
kind of long on me, which didn't help because I would wear like the long skirt, but also be a short person wearing it.
You know
So,
what the
like,
worst part about this though is that
I have a
like,
picture. I have to find this picture. It's awful.
the fashion, like, okay, so let's not even get going on how the fashion itself was just awful for us growing up. But let's also go about the fact where we were also being shown these advertisements where this is what was considered cool and trendy, and if you were a certain size, you could not fucking wear it. And it just goes to show that
But it still goes on to this day.
to this day,
it still goes on.
these are used to openly justify exclusionary practices for plus size people.
Exactly.
Like, despite that the average American woman is clocking in at size 14, which is only 2 sizes shy of the quote unquote 18, which is considered the beginning of plus size.
Yeah.
Okay. So most mainstream brands are only offered what is called straight size clothing, which is sizes 00 through 14.
And I feel like 00
It's bullshit.
is relatively new because growing up, I don't remember 00 being a size.
I do. My
Until,
sister was
like,
a 00.
No, but until I was a little.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
No, I know. But until I was a little older, I realized there was a 00 because my sister started fitting into it. But previously, I don't remember ever seeing 00 as a size.
Mostly because I think when we were growing up, we were being in a kid section, you were either small, medium, or large. And then as soon as you got out of small, medium, or large, you were considered a preteen and teen. So you went into the quote unquote teen section of the department stores. So now all of a sudden, now you're getting number sizing.
I wore weird, awful, horrible clothing. I've never been fashionable. I'm just like picturing outfits from my youth, and I'm just like, ugh.
I wasn't allowed to be fashionable until I could make my own money. I was not allowed to be fashionable. You know those kids who walk around with those god awful bubble jackets when they were younger, and they were like neon color because their parents, they needed to see you from 2 miles away?
Yeah.
That was me.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Emotional damage.
I think it's the reason why I love neon so much now.
Because it's been embedded in your psyche.
It's embedded into my brain.
I only just now bought a crop purple like fur coat.
Why?
I thought it was cool.
Okay.
Also for a costume. But I was like, man, I probably would have tried to rock this as a kid. I was like,
And that's Choco with her questionable fashion choices. It's all for cosplay.
the one who wanted to go to FIT. With her
Oh my God.
currently wearing fake Adidas, my Fadidas pants.
Fadidas.
And
Oh my God, the
whatever the
off-branding.
fuck this is.
That's actually something that we can bring up is the fact that you could not get your size. You had to get off-brand shit.
I wish I wish I was into like sports Adidas stuff when I was younger because I would 100% have worn that all the time.
Yeah. But
I only recently got
like,
into it.
like here's the thing. So people are going to
comfy as
ask people are going to ask like, what do you mean when you say retailers are not size inclusive? Target and Old Navy are examples of not plus size friendly.
Example,
Well, even-
especially for men.
Yeah.
Okay, so Target apparently has a big and tall section, right?
Does it really?
That's surprising.
I didn't know that.
It's a very small,
Never seen it.
It's very small. That's why, because it's only like maybe 3 or 4 racks.
Surprising.
Probably
And
3 or 4
that's-
things.
and exactly. And that's their big and tall section is
my
the
God.
3 or 4 items. There's this guy on Instagram that I follow. I can't remember his name. But he went into the big and tall section in Target, and he went to go look at some of the clothes. And he was just like, this is ridiculous. He went to try on the clothes, and he said that when he put the clothes on, and it was like a 4 or 5X.
Wow.
The shit was young on him.
What?
And it was tight. And he was just like, how is this big and tall? Pants he put on, they weren't even fitting on him.
Were they like crop pants?
Exactly. They looked exactly like crop pants on him. And they were supposed to be for big and tall. And he was like, he made a big letter, he made a big stink, and then all of a sudden Target decided to fix up their big and tall section, but not by much.
No. But that's the thing. That's the thing. They also cost more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I have to pay, like, okay, example. I'm getting married in 5 months, correct? Yes. So what have we been doing the last few days, ladies? Not few days. Last few months is we've been looking for dresses.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bridesmaid dresses,
Oh, God.
my bridal dress.
We
And
found a cute one.
we did. It's so pretty.
It got
And
sparkle.
it does. But here's the thing. That dress, thank the gods for it because it looked good on every single one of our body types, which I have.
It's very rare.
It is
Yeah.
very rare. It was the
extremely
Sisterhood of the
rare.
Traveling Dress. It's fine.
I always
You
wanted
know.
to try on those pants. Those
I
looked
did
like
too.
old pants.
I did too. Oh my God. But like, I was like, I want to be another story for another day. But it's like, but yes. But here's the thing. So I'm trying on the wedding dresses. And I want to look pretty. I want to look classy. I want to
Yeah,
look
as you
elegant.
should. You should be able to.
Yeah, tell me how the only plus size dresses make you look like you're wearing a tent or make you look like a football player.
Because they don't take into consideration the flat, like, there are certain way you can do seams.
Yep.
There are certain patterns and styles that are so flattering on different sizes. And because it's so much easier to just do, like a tent A-line dress,
Yeah.
it takes 5 seconds to make for them.
Yep.
They rather just make that than actually consider what would look nice on the body.
Right. And then of course if you want to get a custom dress built to your specifications, your measurements, everything from scratch, thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Not like my dress was inexpensive either. I mean, and it was technically an off the rack dress because I tried on the sample size. I fell in love with the dress. It wasn't the original one that I wanted, but it's a good compromise.
Okay.
So whatever. Because of course they stopped making the one that I wanted. Whatever. So now, and when I tried on that original dress, it fit me. It wasn't even like my size, and it fit like a glove. And it was a size 18. The dress that I have for my wedding, They ordered in a 22. Why? Because I have tits. Because I have titties. So I have to wear what is considered, and they even said it's going to cost a little extra because I'm a plus size bride. Fuck you. And today when we went for the bridesmaids dresses, what did we ask immediately?
If there was, I said, is there a fat girl tax?
Yep.
That's exactly, I said, is there a fat girl tax? Because the original dress that we were going to get was actually going to cost me close to $300. Because number one, it was going to be the shipping and handling.
Yep.
Your tax, and then
Extra.
they
call it extra fabric because, they don't want to sit there and say, we have to use a little bit more on you because, you're big.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, chiffon is like $5.99 a yard.
So there's absolutely no reason for that.
No, I will tell you
and it was like,
and that chiffon is nice. The chiffon, like it's similar to the chiffon we saw at the dress.
we should have kept that paper so I can say exactly.
I still have it.
Oh yeah, what is it, like $40?
It was $40.
First it goes $25 for shipping and handling. Okay, then it went like $20 for the sizes for 14, between 14 and 18. Okay, and then it was another $10-$20 for 22 and up.
Yeah.
And that's where I was at, in the 22 range.
And that dress.
In that dress.
Right, which the dress we picked today, you're in 18.
Yeah. I'm in 18, exactly. And fucking sizing.
And the one we picked is technically a designer dress.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the one size
and that
fits
only-
all system.
And that one only cost us $250 with tax, with the big girl tax.
No, that
and
was with everything. The only thing is
everything.
alterations is extra. If we
Another
know.
$90.
Yeah.
And they're doing the alterations in-house, and technically most of that dress doesn't need many.
I think honestly,
I think it's just
on
gonna
all of
be-
us, it's going to be height.
Yeah.
We need to hem it. That's it.
That is it.
That is it. But it's
'Cause
like,
we all short.
you're all short, not me.
Bitch, you getting married.
I know.
You're not getting the same dress as us.
But my sister is, and she's about...
She's a fucking Amazon. I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Like I have, and here's the thing, I have two sisters who are in the bridal party as well. Now I have the one sister who is my maid of honor, who literally is a shining example of how the fashion industry hates women like us, where she literally looked at me and said, I can walk into any store I want and pick out a dress and it will look good on me. Because my sister happens to be 5'9" and only about 140 pounds. She's really skinny and always has been. My sister for years growing up wore a 00.
Yeah, my sister too.
And the thing is like the opposite end of the spectrum, when we were shopping for my sister's clothes, sometimes we couldn't find the 00s. So there's that end. But then here's the thing. People would think, looking at me and looking at my sister, that she's the healthy one. I mean, she is, but I'm sitting there like, you would think automatically that she's the healthier one. Now add in my other sister, who is in between the two of us. A little bit, half an inch taller than me. I'm 5'8.5". So maybe about a quarter of an inch bigger than me. So my half sister is 5'8.75", maybe even 5'9". And she has similar measurements to me, similar body type to me. So I played her body double today. That dress looked good on me too. And even she needed to get a size. I think they have her at a size.
I think she was a
14.
14. They gave her a 14.
They gave her a 14. Okay, for her measurements. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, that would be considered the very, very end of the quote unquote straight sizes, bordering on plus, because most of them only go up to 12. So technically you're getting a plus size dress.
Yeah.
Make it make sense to me. My sister is not fat. She has a 31-inch waist.
Yeah.
But she's considered obese. Why? She's got to be at most, I think my other sister is maybe 150, 160 pounds. Maximum. I never asked. I will ask later after the cast because I want to know now.
I mean, I'll tell you, like the threshold too for like what is like, your fashionable is so small too.
I hate it.
Because like prior to COVID, like I guess I was in that fashionable limit, but like the minute COVID hit and I gained some weight, like less people want to work with me now.
Yeah.
My like less costumes. Like if I don't want to make a costume and I have to buy it, can't find them in my size. Nope. I'm like, I maybe went up one dress size.
The eternal struggle for me.
One dress size.
At least she can still fit into some of these cosplays. I have to literally make mine most of the time from scratch because no real costumes will fit me. Mm-hmm. Because A, titties, and B, I'm considered plus size. I don't even want to know what kind of a craziness you go through.
All of my dresses have to get I have to go to my seamstress. Mm-hmm. She knows my measurements by heart. Are you doing biscuits?
She's making head boobs. Head boobs.
So I'll go.
Hey, baby.
I'll go to like Rainbows to get my dresses because I refuse to buy.
I like rainbows.
Yeah,
Rainbows
I do love rainbows, but I refuse to buy a fucking dress for like $60, $70, and then I have to still go to the seamstress and spend another $50 to get it fit. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I just go straight to Rainbow. I get me a double XL, and then I go back to my lady, and then she tailors the top part for me. That's why a lot of the times, most of my dresses is 2 pieces. Mm-hmm. It's a skirt and a shirt, and if it's not the skirt and the shirt, it's like if it's a sundress, you will see the biggest dip in the dress. And she's the only person who has ever been able to fit my dress and make it look seamless.
Yeah, you found a good one then.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of the times I used to go to these seamstresses and they will do it and they will leave a little V right where my waistline to hip is. And it just looked horrible.
Because you could tell that it was hemmed.
You can tell that it was hemmed, number one. Number two, it just ended up with me with a froofy, frumpy front. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, oh, the fuck did I just pay you for?
Pretty much. And what sucks is that it's just like, this is all worsened by what is called the associative learning. Mm-hmm. And that it increases our inclination towards body types of seemingly aspirational figures. Mm-hmm. We see the models, the Victoria's Secret models, the runway models, the pop stars that the biggest bane of my existence as a preteen and teenager in the late 90s, early 2000s was the low cut jean.
I hated that jean.
I actually like the low cut jean only because I have a little bit of fupa, not that much fupa. Mm-hmm. So when I would put a low cut jean on, it would actually just come right above my butt crack and it would sit right there underneath my stomach. Mm-hmm. So when I would get regular pair of jeans, them shits were so high-waisted on me that they would come up right underneath the titties, but my back was all the way down to my crack.
Yeah, no.
See, I have the opposite. I like high-waisted stuff on me because
it hides the belly.
When I used to wear the low-cut jeans, the length, that was my favorite length on a jean, but you would see my whole ass. It just always showed my ass, but it can't physically do that when I wear a high waisted. So it's more for like concealing my butt.
Yeah, but think about it. You can't wear those jeans if you don't have technically or you can, but if you had anything less than a flat stomach that was defined, like Britney Spears's was back in the day, or Pink, or any of those pop stars back then, and you wore a low-cut jean that showed off that tummy, people would be like, the fuck in the trailer park trash bullshit is this?
Well, that's when the term muffin top started to come in.
Where did that fanny pack come from? Mm-hmm. I'd be like, well, this is all natural.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stick a pencil underneath it.
When I would be like, I'm doing an impersonation of a kangaroo. Do you want to see my Joey?
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
Okay. But seeing only thin models on the billboards, the runways, media advertisements, online catalogs, which only show, even if they're claiming that they're plus size, they're actually really only a size 8. Mm-hmm. It gives us
8 is not a plus size.
No, it gives us unrealistic expectations. And then when we go and we get these clothes, we try these clothes on,
and it don't look right.
And it shouldn't even be called plus size.
Right. Yeah,
to begin with. Right. We should just go by the numbers. You can't.
Right? Why does it have to be an exclusive?
Yeah. That's why I hate seeing small, medium, large, extra large, extra large. Mm-hmm. It's like, how we just do here's your numbers. go by the numbers. The numbers is math. Numbers is not going to hurt me.
Yeah.
It might hurt my brain, but it's not going to hurt me physically.
Right?
As
You know?
opposed to seeing like a large or extra large or like that. That's more I feel hurtful than seeing like a number.
You don't understand. Okay, so Diginan is a large man. Okay, he's a big dude, plus size dude. I hate saying that because he's a dude, but he's a dude. It is what it is. I said dude too many times. I don't care. It's fine. Now he usually wears 2XL in shirts because he's a bigger guy. You know. So here's the problem. He gets so excited sometimes when I see him put on a shirt that's an XL or even a large. Oh my God, I can fit in this. What? He goes, I hate the fact that I have to wear a 2XL and 99% of the time you can't find that size for him. Like you can't find the 2XLs because most guys are 2XL or XL. So he has trouble finding clothes, shirts especially, in his size. Pants, not so much. Men's pants, you can get away with it.
Different.
Very different.
Very different.
Men's pants have not changed since men's pants have been a thing.
Yeah.
Like the actual history of that has not changed. They were like, no, we're not going to fuck up with men's pants. And I hate that they get to keep their pants and
Fuck.
we had to get ours all fucked up.
Space
It's
pants.
not fair. Not fair.
Not fair.
Nothing for you.
But meanwhile, he's seen me. He was helping me the other day trying to pick out an outfit for the bridal shower and how I was basically almost in tears trying to fit into a 14 that almost fit me. But because I got titties, wouldn't close. But it fit everywhere else. But because I got titties, it didn't close. So obviously I couldn't get it. I go to the lady. I say, hey, do you have this in a larger size? I maybe only need a 16 or maximum an 18 in this dress, right? Because I'm compensating for titties. Sold out, unavailable, not able to get it. And then the lady was like, well, we have a plus size section downstairs, sweetheart. Why don't you try there?
Wow.
I was like, I will, thank you. Fucking bitch. You know, like, Fernando had to talk me off the ledge because I was about to go after that bitch. Like, I was like, yeah. But I went down to the plus size section. Fine. Now I'm starting to find sizes that are too big for me. And every single dress looks dumpy, matronly, covers places I may not necessarily want covered. Why does every single plus size dress have long sleeves or half sleeves?
Because the thing that's taught is that the best way to hide the plus size is to cover it with fabric so that you don't see it.
Yeah, but meanwhile
That's
we end
what's-
up looking like tents instead.
Exactly. So, but there is fashion science of like what you can do to actually make yourself look better in certain things, and they just don't want to listen to it. They're like, oh, it's so much easier to just give sleeves, A-line dress, because it's going to cover everything instead of how about we accentuate the parts that we like and make ourselves look how we feel. They rather just cover.
Right. Example, didn't they, like we were saying about the big and tall section in Target, right? Yes. Did you know that men have just as much of a problem when it comes to buying suits?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Like, you can't go to the men's warehouse and go to a plus size section. You actually have to go to the big and tall store.
And there's not that many of them.
No.
And here's the thing. When it comes to big, tall stores for men and big, tall stores for girls, for women, there's more big and tall stores for girls than there are for boys.
Yep. Because they expect men to sit into a certain little place and have no problems. But God forbid a woman gains weight.
And then a lot of these big and tall stores for women, the plus size stores, like Lane Bryant and all them. I love them. I think some of their clothes are really, really pretty and cute, but it's way out of my price range.
The other thing too is they have because there's a bunch of TikTokers I follow who talk about the plus size fashion for women and the plus size brands and how a lot of them are actually very problematic.
Yeah.
Because it's the same outfit. It's like, here's a leather jacket. Here's this. Here's this. Those are your 5 choices for plus size. We're going to change
it.
the color,
Yeah.
give you another high-low. You want the cold shoulder again? And, like, those are the only things you can fucking find.
Look on
And
Sheen.
There's a couple there's a couple of other, now they're online plus size shops, okay? And they're catering more to making dresses look very flattering on plus size women.
Yeah, because
New York and Company started doing that. They, especially when they got the what is her name? Rachel something collection. Not Rachel Ray. It's the other chick.
Rachel Zoe?
No, I'll remember it later. Okay. But they got her collection, and she is a gorgeous African American woman. And obviously, African American women are built different.
Yeah.
They're built delicious and chocolatey goodness. Give me, please, like ada, give me. You know, like there we go.
I was thinking, like, how my palms go, "Arr, arr." I was like, what? You have a Pomeranian sound effect? Arr, arr.
Awooga.
Sorry.
Awooga. But anyways, so she started making these gorgeous size-inclusive dresses, pantsuits. Oh, gorgeous. And New York and Company is the one that it carries the line. And I was like, yes, I can finally get
Sold
some
out.
clothes that look
sold out.
No. I finally was able to get clothing that looked good on my body type, and I didn't have to get it tailored or feel like a jackass, and very, very rarely did I have to send it back because it didn't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. Another company that I know for a fact started doing that recently. I was searching for bras. Victoria's Secret, the notorious Victoria's Secret, who never included big boobed bitches.
They included big boobs, but they didn't include big butts. Let's be real on that one.
They didn't in
Because-
store.
Okay.
You'd have to always order your bras if you were a size double D or larger online, and they would have to be shipped to you, and they never included all the pretty colors and designs.
Oh, yeah, it's like, here's your
Grandma
gray,
bras.
here's your black, here's a nude.
Gray, black,
grandma.
nude, white.
Yep.
Grandma bars.
No,
Grandma
I
bras.
used to work at Victoria's Secret, and every time someone would come in who had, you know, like...
My boobs?
Yeah. I would always feel so bad, because I'm like, I would love to help you. I want to be able to help you. We don't fucking have what you want. I would, if I was a designer, I would design you such a pretty bra.
Rihanna.
Yeah, like...
Listen.
Rihanna.
When one of my girlfriends, who is
Thelma?
Thelma, but what size bra are you again? Do
I'm
you
not
wanna
saying
s-
that online.
Okay. But
It's big.
okay, Thelma's bigger than.
No, I'm lying. I'm a 38 double D.
Okay, but Thelma's bigger than Boobich. She's much bigger than you.
Yes, she is.
Okay, and when she don't ever get excited about a lot of things when it comes to clothing. Okay,
She's
And
a
when
very simple person
she's
with her
very-
outfits.
and it's she got on FaceTime with us and she was like, "Bitch, look at my titties." And she was like, she started showing off these bras, and she was so happy and so proud to show. She's like, "It's lace,
Smashing.
it's lace, and it looks sexy on me. My breasts don't look like two big ass torpedoes. Like I'm just looking. God damn, I look good."
baby.
Yeah.
I'm happy. That makes me so happy.
Exactly. It's so hard to be in
And
a
not only
bigger
that, to get the support that you need.
exactly.
Where your back isn't killing you.
She was
over the
ham,
moon.
over the moon, and she was just like, "Liz, next paycheck is gone. Next paycheck is gone."
Well, because
$500 later, she was just like, "I bought every single bra that I'd been ever able to want to buy
they have lingerie
from
too.
from Fenty."
I need
She
to get
goes,
some
I
Fenty."
made myself feel sexy. I don't give a fuck about nobody else, but I made myself feel sexy. When you get the right bra and panty set that makes you look sexy
In your mind.
in your mind, there's no stopping you.
Yeah, see, my problem is I keep looking at the friggin' Asian lingerie, and I am never going to look like the models in the Asian lingerie.
no.
I'm telling you, Fenty. I'm
So
telling
I
you right
need to
now.
get- and then
And
'cause
they
then I get
always have
disappointed.
sales too.
Yeah.
Fenty always has sales. Always.
Always.
And when Thelma told me about all that stuff, I said, "Bitch, you lying." And then when I seen it, I said, "Shut the fuck up."
Didn't you get some for yourself?
I got myself after I seen her titties.
Yeah.
You damn right I went and bought myself some. $300 later, I was broke as fuck. But you know what?
My titties look good.
My titties was.
I'm gonna have to go to that
I'm
because I need
wearing
new
a
bras.
Fenty bra right now, and this is just one of their regular t-shirt bras.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, breasts are nice up; they're not in my fucking chin. All right, my back is.
You don't have the
supported.
quadra boob
I
going
don't
on?
have a quadra boob going
Oh, I
on.
hate that.
I have.
Okay, I don't have the quadra boob going on. My back is nice and secure.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, oh my
Your straps aren't falling down. You're not getting the rub. The fucking
that
underwire.
rub. Okay,
What?
no underwire rub. And this is a molded cup. I have one that's not molded, and that non-molded one, oh girl, that shit feel mad good against my nipples.
I love how you looked at me while you said that.
Listen, I cannot look at Jade and say these things
Because I've seen them.
she would just be
baby.
like, but
I mean,
what? My nipples felt amazing in them. And you know what it is to wear a pair of like fancy bra
And they
you
get
have-
that fucking
and
irritation.
there's an irritation.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know. I wear so much lingerie that is so uncomfortable.
Boudoir shoots.
Yeah, so
And there is
fucking
no irritation.
uncomfortable.
Rihanna, listen, girl.
Rihanna?
You want to sponsor us?
Listen,
No.
listen.
Rihanna, like,
Baby
yo,
girl.
we will hype your shit up if you
I mean,
want to, like,
if we're not
sponsor
hyping it
us.
up right now, girl,
I'll do the podcast wearing Fenty
What?
on live.
listen,
All three of us will do it.
listen,
I mean,
listen, okay, because okay, I'm gonna make the speech. Hold on.
yes.
Rihanna, listen to my voice. Baby girl, please send us some bras so that we can be on live and do a whole podcast in them.
Yo, we'll stream in those.
Listen, I will, girl, and I don't ever show my titties off like that, but I will do it for you because to not have torpedo titties in a bra, I don't think you understand.
Or not have the quadra boob.
Oh my
I
God.
hate that quadra boob.
But yeah, that is my
Right.
plea to Rihanna. Anybody,
Riri.
just replay this thing until she hears
Riri.
us because
Hook a couple.
I will even go to your fashion show and I will walk the runway with my clumsy ass self. I will do it.
It's true.
Preach. Preach. Yes.
I just need like 3 or 4 bras.
And or hello.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, but the thing is because Rihanna did this and was always inclusive from the start, she actually got Victoria's Secret to get on board and is now starting to actually have more size inclusive bras,
Yeah.
panties, clothing. They even have plus size style mannequins in the store.
Which, believe me, as someone who worked there previously, they literally were the most fat shaming place I've ever worked in my entire fucking life.
Factual.
I hated them.
Factual.
Oh my God, they were, no, it was bad. But even
I
behind the
believe it
scenes
because
was worse.
one of my first jobs before working with my father was working at a Victoria's Secret place.
Yeah, it was bad.
And it was, I fit at that point in time because I was much slender. I fit into their bras, but their panties, it didn't even go past an extra large. What is she doing?
I don't even know.
She's
I just
kicking
look
a
over.
ghost.
I just look over, and all you see is my plus size cat Snickers on her side, having like a conniption with just one leg.
She's probably thinking that Rihanna should make a cat
A cat brand.
brand.
Cat
I
lingerie.
don't know. Can
Cat
you make cat
lingerie.
lingerie that actually has like 8 titty holders?
I've seen
Listen,
it.
I've
It's
seen
funny.
it.
It's funny. It's so funny looking.
If you take a bunch of eye patches and just string them together, here's your cat bras.
But it has to have the skull and crossbones on
That,
it.
we can do a skull, crossbones, a butterfly, anything. Anything.
We're copywriting this idea with the Phoenix Gate. None of y'all can have it. It's in writing. Goodbye.
Emotional damage.
I don't know, but like I actually do enjoy that, even though we still are fighting against the fat phobia in fashion.
The heck was that?
That was Snickers. She's kicking the box.
Because she's saying that she wants her own brand of lingerie.
She's like, I approve.
I approve of the 8.
Why is it not on me already?
Give me my 8 titty bikini.
Yes. Well,
The itty bitty 8 titty bikini.
itty bitty 8 titty committee. Hey.
Yes.
Hi, Snickers. You're staring at me from over there. I'm trying to make a point.
She's like, I know you're talking
I'm trying to make a point, baby girl. Okay.
She approves.
She approves.
I don't know if y'all heard that, but that was her.
Yeah, all you just hear is,
It's like, hello, pay attention to
like,
me.
wow. Oh, no. She can't. You know what it also is? It's probably past her feeding time, so she's probably, like, reminding me, like, I'm hungry.
Oh.
Yeah. But, you know, whatever. So, I mean, now I completely forgot the point I was making. But I'm sitting here saying, even though fat phobia is still extremely rampant, and it seems to be getting more and more divisive in, you know, with social media and TikTok and all the freaking places that you see it, it is nice, even as we are, like, you know, a little older, and we wish we would have had this when we were younger, you know, in our heydays, but hey, it's still our heyday. Who the fuck cares? But it is nice to see brands starting to actually not cater, but listen. Mm-hmm. They're not catering to us. They're listening to us. And that's nice.
A lot of women are not putting up with the shit anymore.
Because nobody is really small anymore.
No, and that's not only it. It's like, you want to make this fashion for very petite, small, and all that stuff, right? Okay, great. But what about your other side of the spectrum?
Yeah. There's literally, women come in all shapes and sizes.
And the thing that I don't get is like, because I'm no marketing agent.
Nope.
I work in accounting. But as someone who watches these things, there is so much money to be made by
Because
making
we'll spend the money.
by
We'll spend the
making
money.
beautiful fashion
Okay.
for all sizes.
Exactly.
There's so much money in that. Why? What I don't get is like, why not just do it?
Like,
Why?
I will
It's-
drop it.
It's
I will drop the coin.
Yeah, it's like, if anything, it's costing more not to do it than to do it. So like, I just don't get it.
And
I
then if
don't
you're
get
going to
it.
do it, please do it correctly.
Yeah,
No, I'm
please.
saying,
You
yeah,
know,
no, I'm
don't-
saying
don't
like
make-
nice,
Don't
like
make
really.
like a fucking curtain sheet because you know that we're going to spend the money to go to our seamstress to get it fixed. Do
No,
it
I'm
the
talking
right
like
fucking
actual
way.
fashionable
Yeah.
clothing.
That's what I'm
not
saying.
like,
Do it the right fucking way.
yeah, not
Right.
like here's your cut sleeve shirt that you.
And
that-
here's the
peekaboo
thing.
shirt.
Any, like,
Fucking peekaboo.
I'm going to sit here and say, like, straight out, like, listen, the keyhole fashion in your sleeves and in your chest area, that went out in the early 2000s. Please stop giving it to us and saying this will make you look sexy.
Because it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Oh, bitch.
I will bitch, thank you very much. But straight up, like, my whole thing is this. This is going to be my final point on this whole situation. Gym bros, if you're listening, the alpha male, if you're listening, this is not here sitting here glorifying obesity.
No.
Even though I will, and I will make you watch me while I'm doing it. But,
oh baby,
oh yeah, because, you know.
I need a Johnny Bravo for that. I feel.
Oh, baby.
That was really good.
Hey, baby.
Either way, I'm not sitting here glorifying obesity because in the beginning of this podcast, I openly said I have had weight loss surgery. I have worked extensively with a trainer to lose weight, not because I want to be skinny, because I want to be healthy. And because it keeps the pain from my broken spine in check, where I don't have to live on drugs to survive, where I can literally function from day to day, where it keeps my polycystic ovarian syndrome in check. It keeps me from getting diabetes. It is not because I want to look sexy or attractive to any of you.
For the for the male gaze.
I'm not here
male
for your
gaze.
gaze. Female gaze, on the other hand, hey baby, what's going on?
Hey, baby.
But
yeah.
like, I mean, bisexual, hello. But I'm marrying a golden retriever. Anyways. If you can't tell me that Diginan is not a golden retriever gamer boy, I will call you a liar.
Shut up, bitch.
Got him. Good.
I'm so sorry.
The flappy ears.
Oh my god, stop. Oh my god.
Achievement
I'm
unlocked.
so sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry.
She's not sorry.
Yes, I am.
No, she's not.
I got a snort on the cast.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all for making me snort. Fuck y'all, okay?
On film. Well, is it on film or is it audio?
We got it on both, okay? From back in the day, we got my snorts on camera, okay?
Oh my God.
And then we got my snort now on...
My podcast. It will live in infamy.
Damn it.
We love it. But we do. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Smashing.
Well, either way, we're not sitting here bitching and moaning saying that you need to cater to us because we want to stay fat. We're not sitting here saying that. No. What we are sitting here and saying is fashion needs to fucking grow with the times. Grow with the times. You're able to give us our fashion trends. Why can't you grow with the actual society's trends? Like, acknowledge the fact that the human body has changed.
Yes.
And will continue to change. And even back in caveman days, women that were shaped like us were considered goddesses because there are actual statues to prove it. And if you have a problem, do some fucking research. That's all I'm going to say. Anybody else? The table is yours.
No, I agree. No, I agree.
Agreed.
Oh, all right then. If we are all in agreement, then this Henfest has officially come to an end. And I want to...
Well, I think I had the worst chicken impersonation.
Either way, we are going to sign off for now because we have gone over our normal time limit.
God damn, how long was we talking?
Hour and a half.
God, shit.
It's good.
I mean, hey.
And we haven't even covered everything in this fucking content. Like,
This
we
is
have
another
not.
one. This is another one.
This is definitely going to be another one where we keep talking. And I will have actually on the next, when we do a part 2 of this, I am going to be inviting non-plus size people.
Yeah.
Who can come and tell us about their experiences being small and skinny and, you know, all their things. Like, because obviously right now you have a range. You have a plus size, a mid size, and were you considered mid size or just average?
I'm just petite in
Yeah.
general.
You're petite. So,
Yeah.
but none of us.
My biggest issue is just I'm too fucking short for everything. Nothing fits me right because I'm short.
Yeah.
Everything is too fucking long.
I mean, the one good thing is you can wear rollerblades underneath a dress and just start gliding places.
Jade,
Don't look at me like that, like you didn't think of it.
can I
because-
roll a
come on
blade
now.
into the wedding?
Bitch! I want to rollerblade too into the wedding!
All right, I think we figured out our walk-ins to the party.
I'm just. I hate you both.
Can we rollerblade in together and then the guys can figure out whatever the hell they're gonna do?
I mean, yeah, if you want
Me
to.
and you rollerblade in together.
I'm going to make you sign a waiver that I'm not responsible for you if you fall down.
You get the cute ones that light up. It would be a light show at the same time.
On that note, thanks for joining the Phoenix Gate podcast once again. Thank you, Just Liz, for joining us. Thank you, Choco, as always.
I'll make it worse. I'm thinking sparklers as well.
I was thinking about bringing a fucking t-shirt gun and fill that shit up with glitter. Boof. Boof. And then he's just rollerblading around.
This is the behind the scenes of the podcast.
Not even. This is just how we're going to end it. This is just how we're going to end it. Guys, tune in. Follow us on all our social medias. We love you. And if you ever want to talk to us about your experiences with being a plus size or not plus size or anything, we're here for it. We love having a good debate. Thanks for joining us. Okay, bye.
Bye.